welcome back to my channel. So excited for today's video. I'm going to be doing a first impressions review and swatching and probably a bit of a makeup tutorial on this baby. So this is the Mermaid glitter palette from Cleof Cosmetics. I purchased it maybe a month or so ago in their pre-order stages and it has just arrived. It's still in this packaging. I haven't even opened this yet, so going to be doing it all on camera for you guys. Holy crap, I'm excited. They are a cruelty-free brand. This is what the outer packaging looks like. Has this mermaid kind of scale on it. Has the ingredients on the back. The main ingredient is talc, and then mica is the second main ingredient. The net weight is 39 grams or 1.37 ounces. So let's open it up. Oh my god. Dun, dun, dun. Holy crapola. It is amazing. Look at this. Oh my gosh. All right. So it's got a really, really nice big mirror in the shape of a seashell. Say that really quick, in the shape of a seashell. So there are a total of 32 shades, 21 of which are glitter shades, 6 of which are kind of shimmery eyeshadow shades, and then we have 5 purely matte shades. As I said, I purchased this in the pre-order stages. It was half price, I think, so it was like $23, something like that. It was incredibly cheap. I will have all the deets here because my mind is not working. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the makeup portion first because I really want to see how these work with brushes, because obviously, you know, the performance of them with brushes is going to be more of a true indication of how the actual products work rather than finger swatches. I will have the finger swatches included as well, and all of the timestamps will be down in the description box below if you guys want to skip forward to finger swatches of all of the shades and things like that. I might include brush swatches too. I have done primer on one eye just to see if there is a difference with longevity for the shadows or blending. So I used the Too Faced Shadow Insurance on this eye here. The first shade I'm going to go in with is just the matte white. And I'm just going to do a wash of that all over my lids. And I am using the cruelty-free brushes from Eka, dipping into that white shade and just using a big fluffy brush all over my lid. So it does seem to be picking up a fair bit on this brush, and there isn't really that much kind of fallout when I'm dipping into it. Like, it doesn't seem to be kind of coming off everywhere, but you get a fair amount on the brush. I wouldn't really say this is like crazy pigmented. All right, next shade I'm going to grab is the nude kind of peachy color. So definitely I already feel that on the primed side I'm getting better color payoff than what I am on the non-primed side, and I feel like I'm kind of going backwards and forwards, adding more color on the non-primed side just to get like similar results. So I have just applied a little bit of tape either side of my eyes. So now going in with a more dense brush, I'm going to pick up on this kind of pinky rose gold color and apply that onto my lid, which I think the shadow would probably apply better with a damp brush. I am having a bit of fallout, but nothing kind of too crazy. I feel like there's almost like a kind of hard film you can kind of see getting on that shadow, and to like actually pick up enough, I'm having to like go backwards and forwards, almost digging at it to try and get it on my brush. Next, I'm going to go in between the red and the brown colors and just start to build up some intensity. Now just using the brown color on its own, just to kind of increase the color in that crease. It definitely has thrown a lot of fallout, like my brush just kind of flipped and it got up here. But even on the tape, like you can see all of that fallout. Going in with a clean brush, I'm gonna try and sweep some of that away and just blend this out a bit more. Now I'm gonna dip in with the matte black shade. Back in with that red on a fluffier brush and just help to smoke that out. So going back in with a flat shadow brush, I am going to just coat it in a little bit of setting spray and then dip into the rosy gold shadow again and just see if that makes it more intense. Okay, it definitely makes it more intense and it kind of brings up a little bit more purpley color to the shadow. In terms of primed slash unprimed, you are definitely able to build up more color on the unprimed side, but I feel that the color builds up a lot quicker on the primed side, if that makes sense. So you use more product on the unprimed side. Yeah, you can still get a fairly similar result on both sides. I'm gonna dip in with glitter now. I'm gonna go in with the silver glitter. So still using this same brush. I'm gonna pick it up. Oh, it is very, very soft. Like I almost just made a well in that glitter there. Like it is incredibly soft. Definitely just pat it, don't kind of dig it in because you can definitely dig it in. So I'm just gonna pat that on. So I wouldn't say it's like 100% opaque coverage of glitter because you can definitely still see like the color underneath, but it is a really, really pretty color. It does have like a jelly kind of consistency to it. So I'm going to be interested to see how it lasts, or with like storage as well. Because I know a lot of these kind of products can look a little bit moldy or kind of grow mold on them, which is really scary. As well, I haven't laid down any kind of glitter adhesive. I probably should have, but I really wanted to see, you know, how these lasted on their own without glitter adhesive. I am gonna go in with some of this multicolored glitter, pinky purpley glitter. I'm gonna go back in with some shadows and see how they work in conjunction with the glitter. So already I feel like the shadow has kind of just sucked in and just stuck onto that glitter, which doesn't have to be a bad thing, but might make blending a little bit more difficult. I'm gonna try just patting some glitter on with my finger and seeing if that's gonna work better than with a brush. Oh, all right, so I definitely feel that with a finger I get more kind of payoff already. It just seems like it doesn't get stuck in all the bristles of the brush and just kind of allows you to pat it on a little bit better. So that is looking pretty good. I'm just going to go back in with a clean brush and back with that white shadow and just kind of finish off blending and just make sure I'm happy with all the shadows. So I'm going to take the tape off, go in, finish the rest of my makeup, and I'll be back with my thoughts and swatches. Before we get into swatches, I'm going to tell you about my honest thoughts of this palette. So I feel for the price, it is an excellent palette. You get such a great array of colors. Yes, majority are glitters, so you can create some amazing looks just with the one palette. There definitely are more pigmented shadows out there in the world, but I think for the price, the pigments of these shadows are really, really nice. You do get some fallout. It can be a little bit messy with applying it, but I think, you know, again, for the price, it's not really that bad. I feel the metallics do apply a lot better when they're wet. I did feel they kind of created a bit of a hard film on them, so you may need to use more of a denser brush to use the metallic kind of shadows with. If you use a big soft fluffy brush, it kind of blends away into nothing and you're not really going to get a good build-up of color on your eyes. The matte shadows did kind of blend away to nothing, so you may need to go back and kind of build up layers and build up intensity. In saying that, they are absolutely gorgeous shades. It would be nice if they had more of a kind of variation, like they've got two extremely light colors and the rest are quite dark. So it would be nice if there was a kind of medium terracotta-y kind of shade, or like a taupe or something like that. That would be really nice to help kind of blend. Glitters, definitely I feel applying them with your fingertip does get you a better result than applying them with a brush. I feel with a brush, you get more separation of the glitter. It's like the glitter kind of works its way into the bristles of the brush and you're not getting that opaque kind of coverage. There seems to be more skin visible between the little glitter particles as opposed to when you apply it with your finger. They are definitely a kind of gel consistency, more on the drier side of a gel rather than being, you know, super, super wet or anything like that. I will probably check back in with you guys and see how the glitter has held up throughout the day, but I did already have a little bit of fallout kind of in the inner corners of my eyes. So you do get some fallout with this glitter, nothing intense or nothing too crazy, but just bear that in mind. So overall, I am very happy that I purchased this palette. If you are after a glitter palette, definitely give it a go because, you know, I'm pretty impressed. I think if you were to apply the glitters, maybe with a glitter adhesive underneath, that will give you a lot more longevity as well. All right, we'll get right into the swatches and go from there. So Hazel is watching Peppa Pig. So I'm going to switch to voiceover mode while we do the swatches. I'm also going to point the camera down to my crutch and zoom in so I can swatch my arms because I'm just lazy and yeah, it just makes sense. It's the easiest thing. Alright rainbows, so I am here swatching all of these colours. I didn't do them row by row, I kind of did them by colour category. Instead of me really doing a full-on voiceover because Hazel is still watching Peppa Pig, I'm just going to put some music on and let you guys enjoy the swatches. We're chasing the easy life. We're chasing the easy life. We're chasing the easy life. We're chasing the sun tonight. We're chasing the easy life. Easy life. Video on my phone. I'm about to take my makeup off. I've had it on for maybe 4 hours or so and I'm pretty impressed. There's been no creasing with that glitter. The glitter is still pretty much on there and staying bright and shimmery. So yeah, very, very impressed with the longevity of that. I thought because it was that kind of jelly consistency that would crease or just kind of disappear, but it definitely hasn't. So yeah. Okay rainbows, thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed. Definitely do. It would mean the world to me. I love you guys and I'll see you all in my next video.